Hey there folks, got a new nephew. What I have here is the Demko AD10. First time I heard of Demko was about a couple of years ago. I was at the New York Custom Knife Show and one of the knife nuts came up to me showing me this AD10 model, and I was thoroughly impressed with it. I mean, I was a little bit overwhelmed because there were a lot of knives at the show, and I did get to check it out, and I was like, wow, that's amazingly stout folder. Now this was, I think, well, actually, no, I think I had the Redemption already, so it was definitely something comparable to as far as like a very stout knife, a folder, basically. But there are some differences, and I'll talk about that, but let's just check it out first. This one has that peel-ply carbon fiber on the handles, and it is triad lock that Andrew Demko created, invented, perfected. Interesting thing about the triad lock is that it's so durable that you got to check out Andrew's video. I'll put the link below. Basically, Andrew did like a test where he was adding weight to the handle. This was in a vise, and he was adding weight to it, and he's putting like 370 pounds all the way up to like 800 pounds, and the triad lock never failed. That's ridiculous. The thing, on the average, it takes about like 500 pounds of pressure before it fails, but in this particular video it went up to like 850. It didn't fail. Pretty impressive stuff for a locking mechanism. Let's take a look at this blade here. Beautiful, gorgeous satin grind. Now everything in Andrew Demko's shop is custom made by him. Everything is handmade by him. Handmade. Let me stress that everything is handmade, including the triad lock. This particular blade is CTS 204P carpenter steel. Just look at that grind. It's gorgeous. It's got titanium liners. Now, the titanium liners on this one are thinner, making this lighter out of the AD10s that are available. This comes in at about 6.5 ounces. You can opt for the thicker liners, which is about double this size if you would like that. And then, of course, the knife will weigh a little bit more. This one, again, has carbon fiber, peel-ply carbon fiber handles, scales, flat. You could get them contoured if you request it, if you are on the list for in Andrew's books. It's got a titanium backspacer, which is, I was checking this out, it's pretty chunky. Pretty good chunk, and you can see there, it's a good chunk of titanium in there, and also it holds the lanyard. And I guess it could be like a glass breaker also. The lock itself is 440C, hardened 252 Rockwell. So that's steel. Just really gorgeous. The pocket clip is titanium. Nice jimping on it. It's not aggressive at all. Very functional. Actually, I've seen on some of the other models they have different jimping. This is a fairly new knife that came out of Andrew's shop, so I don't know if he's made changes. But I could have sworn I've seen different jimping on some of their knives. Just gorgeous. Really beautiful work. I mean, he does everything by himself, by hand. How difficult, including the lock, how difficult is that just to match that up? How much math do you have to use? You know? Like it's a mechanism. Very smooth, very nice action. Just really smooth knife. Jeez, very sturdy, no play whatsoever. And if you guys see that video I'm talking about, you'll be just as impressed with the lock. Oh, I want to show you guys this. Perfectly centered, just gorgeous, the blade. But look at the shape of the blade. I thought this was pretty cool looking. See the spine of the blade, how it's kind of like thins out here and then it pops up again like where the point is. Just beautiful. Beautiful work. It's got a high hollow grind. Again, it's satin. Just perfection. Very impressed with it. I don't know if you request it. I think Andrew can make the grinds a little thinner if you want. If that's something that you desire. A true custom knife maker, if he is, he'll work with whatever your requests are to a certain extent. Let's do a comparison size-wise. I got my Chavez Knives Redemption here. You can see size-wise they're pretty comparable. But the Ramon's knife weighs in a little more, considerably a lot more. It is a thicker, let's do a comparison, thicker titanium. And it's full titanium, you know, where this is just a liner. But the blade stock is pretty comparable, you know. Look at the way that satin just shines. That's gorgeous. Just a beautiful knife. So again, you can pretty much, he works with any material you want for the handles. You can make the titanium liners thicker. He'll probably accommodate you whatever steel you request that's available to him. But just, man, I want one. This is not mine. This is on loan from a buddy of mine, Joe Bananas. But just, I can't get over how beautiful. You know, I'm a satin fanatic. Maybe I'll change my name, but this thing's just gorgeous. Super sharp. It already bit me. Very, very sharp blade from Andrew. Alright, folks. That's the Demko AD10. Look out for a new model coming out soon from Andrew. That should be being released, I believe, in a year or so. Alright, guys. Peace.